Yeah, sorry guys, that was very weird. I had to, like, completely restart my computer. I have no idea what happened. I guess Windows doesn't like me completely resizing a particular window. But you know what? It's whatever. It's whatever. We're good. We are probably... Window capture, just get out of here. You're useless to me. Anyways, we can close that. Close that. And now it is just you guys and me. No other windows whatsoever. Anyways, hopping back onto the server. Yeah, I don't know if anybody is gonna see this, but if you're on the RTGAME server, hi. Is the camera close enough for you? Yeah. So we're starting off in the bedroom that I fall asleep in. I don't show this off publicly to people, especially the momos out there. But yeah, I think the only other momos that's seen it in person is Ender. But I think for everybody else, this is the bedroom. I need to remove that. But anyways, yeah, bedroom. I have sort of a kitchen area that I need to fix the table. But yeah, I know there's not much here, but yeah. If we go to where my actual starter base is, you get this. This is what it currently looks like. You don't see it on Dynamap or any other map mods you get, unless it specifically has like layers and stuff. But yeah, I know there are heads that I need to add to this, so we will just do this. Doop and boop. Wall of heads. So literally yesterday I got all netherite, fire repellent, Grimm's Cleaver, Spear of Destiny. This is pretty much the setup. I know people are gonna yell at me because the chests are two blocks away from the wall, but I can't fucking change that because at this point, if I were to move any of this, it's gonna be in an actual storage system. But for the most part, this is mostly organized. As I said, mostly. Yeah, you can kind of see the general theme for most of them. Yep, there it is. There's the thing on stream. I've been currently working on this part. I'm going to be taking up the whole mountain. You can see it on the Dynamap that I have a good chunk of this part claimed, and like a small part of this claimed. I just need to procure the resources that I can just one clean sweep claim the whole mountain for myself. I surveyed the area up there last night, and I would have to change some ideas that I had, but for the most part, it's mostly consistent with what I was thinking of. The big thing I'd have to change is at the back that you can't see on both the map, on both the Dynamap and the map I have, is the back portion. Here, let me just show you. I'm going over there now. Come on. Yeah, I didn't know this was here. A lot of this I didn't know was here. Yeah, this is where the creeper blew up last night. Anyways, up here. I didn't know this hole was here. I knew this part was a little wonky, but I was content with that. What I was not content with was how steep this is. I give this a very wide berth, like at least, so it's like the top layer and then like 4 out, and then the rest of it is like 4 layers of 3 out. I don't think I could do that on this side. I wanted it to be consistent, but yeah. Everywhere else I was fine with. It was just that one part. Just that one part that I was kind of meh about. There's also giant holes like this in the middle. You can both see it on the Dynamap and on this map. They're right here. Right now, I'm not concerned about any of this part yet, because I'm trying to focus on the part people are that's gonna catch their eye, which is all of that. Let me just go. Let me go to the highest part of the map, where I'm going to have the main living quarters of my quote-unquote palace. Or excuse me, the main part of the citadel. Yeah, as you can see, holes and shit. I could edit the terrain, but I'm doing that very excessively for this. This part looks good. I'm proud of it. So, yet there are still some parts right here, right there, that I need to fix. But for the most part, it looks good. I love it. And of course, naturally, there's all the holes. The holes that I really don't want to touch. This is like the one part of the mountain I don't want to touch, is these giant holes. Big holes. I think I might have like a staircase going down this way. I plan on having like a little area right here. This could be like a training grounds or some shit. I don't know. I haven't decided. I just want to build the ruins part first. So I'm kind of going for more of a Scottish/English kind of ruins that I'm going to build a Japanese kind of styled palace on top of. I think it's going to look super neat. Last night I did start on the foundation, the walls. I want to give you guys a look-see at what it's going to look like. So the Momos, because I put a vote to this, I put a poll up, and I suggested two blocks. I chose stone bricks or tough, and the Momos chose to do tough. So this is what we're working with so far. We are going 5 blocks up and then going back and then 5 blocks up. That's what we're doing for this. That's what it looks like from ground view. Obviously, there are some parts that need to be finished quicker than others. Notably, this section back here. That one I'm kind of hesitant to start because I've been growing the arrow point. I've been growing the point more and more each day because I didn't like how short it was. So you can see this part right here. This is what it looks like when it turns. You'll see it's the angle I'm going for. I want to do stairs at the top, so that way it kind of blends together instead of it just being burp burp burp. But yeah, it's not finished. But you can see the examples that I made. Actually, I don't have to worry. Somebody's gonna sleep and it's gonna pass by quickly. Yes, I lit up the underneath. Well, for the most part, I lit up the underneath. For the most part, the underneath is lit up. There are some dark spots that I need to worry about. Like this part, for example. This part's gonna get covered up. I have shaders on. My render distance up is really high. Actually, I just want to see what you guys see. Oh, yeah. Buttery smooth. Oops, shit. Motherfucker. You piece of shit. Oh, well, I'll clean that up later. Yeah, this is what the quote-unquote front looks like. I plan on having this little middle section come down. Think Minas Tirith, if you know what I'm talking about from Lord of the Rings. Think Minas Tirith. That's going to be a little Easter egg that I'm going to be adding to this. I'm not going to say what the Easter eggs are going to be, but just know one of them is that. It's going to be sort of a pseudo-reference to Lord of the Rings. And there's a skeleton, and I gotta run. I gotta get back up to my base. Oh yeah, if anybody on the RTGAME server at some point watches this VOD or is watching right now, I am opening the floodgates for people to build right here or anywhere around my base. Now, it has nothing to do with specifically having a town or something in this area. I think that the Citadel needs a town, but unfortunately right now I am more focused on the Citadel than I am to build a kind of pseudo town right next to the Citadel. So yeah, as you can see, this is what it looks like at night. This is what the this part will look like at night. I plan on having like a little path, maybe like a little area. These parts right here are going to be like 3 towers that kind of connect with the base ruins. I'm going to build on top of. But the only bad part is that I'm trying to figure out like a singular path to get up here to this part. Also, that portal is temporarily there. I'm going to change up the centerpiece later on. But plans right now, I plan on having like little greenhouses that go this way, maybe some pastures, little fenced off areas that I can have like mobs like cows and sheep in. Ender, who joined in last week, is building this. He is building the bridge. Has been on in a couple of days, but you know, for the most part, he is doing a pretty good job. I'm pretty sure I told him the rough theming, but yeah, that's what he's got going. I think the whole plan, my whole plan stemmed from I wanted to just build something big. Because I don't know if you know this, but most people have like small buildings. They're kind of, you know, like this is obviously, this is Spawn. We've got Furry Town right here. And we got the shops right here. That's Onkstar's base. That's Margentalia. That is Benadryl. Chronicles, the Depths. Of course, Pedal Collective and the Calcite Rivers. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see very far. Including, where is it? That little steeple right there is Spawn. So is that. And that is Furry Town right there. And then, of course, that's the Pedal Collective, and I think Calcite Rivers is somewhere right there. I believe that's Marginalia, or whatever it's called. But yeah, I've been more focusing on the southern region. I think I might do a little more exploring later on, but it's whatever. Yeah, playing on the server has kind of given me a fresh perspective on how I play Minecraft, because yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but I hadn't done a whole lot of Minecraft. I hadn't done a whole lot of Minecraft. Like just okay, so I know I said this in chat yesterday in the, you know, little chat right here. I said it yesterday around this time, maybe 2 or 3 hours earlier, but I hadn't gotten netherite on my own ever, like legitimately ever. I've never gotten Minecraft on not Minecraft, netherite on my own since it came out since the nether update came out in 2020. I have not had access to netherite on my own. I have always had other people get it. I've always had people just get the armor trims and sell me them. I've had people, like, you know, get me the netherite scrap and stuff. And that one, okay, so the netherite scrap is more recently I've gotten it on my own. But to legitimately get full netherite on my own never happened. I've never legitimately got netherite on my own. Yeah. Honestly, the Momos know this. Yesterday, I was, well, Levi specifically, or Vastiel is whatever you want to call him, but Vastiel knows exactly how I feel about getting netherite on my own. I was ecstatic. I very much was very proud that I did this on my own, because for the most part, most people on the server they're just off doing their own thing. Some of them have netherite. Some of them haven't even touched netherite. Regardless, though, I figured they're off doing their own thing. I don't know them. I don't want to bother them. So I figured, let's take this opportunity. Let's take this opportunity on this server to progress myself in a way that I can fully say I did it on my own. And I did. I got full netherite. I was able to enchant it. Well, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. The only two things I'm proud of are my pickaxe, my sword, and my spear. And in case you guys are wondering, let me go to my e-chest. I was so enthralled about getting netherite that I went the extra mile and I got a netherite hoe. Yeah. I had to get another netherite template because I used my last one, the last one I had on my spear. So I had to manually go out and find one. I got so freaking lucky because I'm like, okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but on the first day, like the first day I got to the nether, my portal is literally in a fortress. That might not sound interesting, but it was interesting enough to me that I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty good. And then I look in a chest and I find this fucker. All of the momos know how many times I have complained about not having the netherite armor, the rib armor trim. Even the Mayans know how much I've complained about it. In case you guys don't know, the Momos and the Mayans are the Minecraft is the SMP is the Bedrock SMP I was a part of, and the Momos are my Discord server. I'm in the same boat with as Vastiel and Duck and Ender. Same thing goes for Minecraft. But they know that every single time this fucking armor trim pops up, it's always in a modded Java world. You know, when I'm not even thinking about getting it, this fucking thing shows up. So you would be shocked, so you wouldn't be surprised to find out that upon looking in the chests in another fortress, I see this fucker. I immediately go ecstatic because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, you spawn now? Not in any of my other non-vanilla worlds? You spawn for me? I mean, to be fair, this is still vanilla, but I just have client-side mods. Like, just resource packs and stuff. And yes, including, like, the HUD and stuff, like, that's just client-side stuff. It's literally just vanilla plus. But this fucker still shows up for me? Crazy. Anyways, yeah. Somebody gave me, his name was like something. It ended with some. It had some in their name, but he pretty much gave me an Aqua Infinity book and Feather Falling. I think I have it on my boots. Yeah, Feather Falling on my boots. But yeah, after I found this, I was like, what? So I immediately put this in my... I didn't have my 8 chest before, but I did put it in this chest. This is where I had my valuables before. Yeah. Obviously, I have a compass. Here's all my stuff. I have books here in case I need to go to the public... what is it? The public villager trading hall. Because there is one. I don't know if anybody new knows that, but there is a public village trading hall. You just need the emeralds for it. You just need emeralds. That's all you need. I've been getting books. That's how I got my mending for all of these. And I didn't want... Okay, so I had diamond armor for like 2 weeks, roughly speaking, 2 weeks. And that was only because I didn't want to upgrade to netherite until I had mending, because from what Vastiel and Ender have told me is that netherite has a higher enchanting cost rate compared to diamond. So I put all of the enchants on my diamond gear, which is mostly this, and then I upgraded it to netherite. And that's how I got most of my stuff. I have no idea why fortune came to me the most, but yeah, I do have a silk touch pick that I don't have mending on, but I can if I want to. I just don't want to, do the go through the effort of getting 3 more pieces of netherite scrap, because holy crap, it took me like 2 days, 2 full days of on and off netherite scrap mining, just for me to find the amount that I needed for not only these, but also the hoe and for netherite horse armor. Yes, I went overkill. You shouldn't be surprised. I'm doing it for vanity's sake. But yeah. Also, if you're a longtime viewer, you should recognize these textures, because the sword is an emote. I used these textures for a season of Minecraft, and I also used it for Vastiel's Bedrock SMP. You can see the gold sword texture. There's lore reasons behind all of this, so just keep that in mind. Fishing rod. But in the process of adding these and updating the spear, the spear textures, I also decided to update the golden apple texture. It looks sick, by the way. And the golden carrot texture, it looks sick, by the way. And the color consistency is the same for both gold and carrot. Gold for apples and carrots. So you shouldn't be complaining there. I did not actually. I think I might have done the gold nugget. I don't know. But I did the diamond. I already did the diamond, so I just added that. Didn't do the diamond block though. That's the bad thing though. But I also went ahead and I did it for... Let's see, where's my iron? Where's iron stuff? I updated the iron horse armor, both the item and the texture for it. Updated the horse armor for both iron, gold, netherite, and diamond. I gave each of them a distinct color, if you can see in the middle. I gave each of them a distinct color, and I made it all consistent with each other. So, for example, the gold horse armor is going to have a blue kind of like thing in the middle. Of course, most of the gold pieces have like holes in them. Again, lore reason. All of the iron stuff looks great. That's another Easter egg, by the way. Well, not for my base, but that's an Easter egg, by the way. All of the iron tools look very much like medieval weaponry, and I did the same thing for iron spears, and it even looks that way for the spear as well. That one was like by far the easiest one to redo. I didn't do anything with copper. Of course, diamond is there. There's the diamond sword. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is no like little chunk in the middle. Of course, most of the only one I didn't want to puncture a hole in is the pickaxe. The shovel doesn't have a hole in it because it would be a very ineffective shovel if it had a hole in it. But the spear is that way, the sword is that way, of course all the iron, and the one that I'm mostly proud of is the stone stuff, which it very much looks like very chunky, very blocky. You know, it very much screams, I made this without putting much thought into it. And of course the wood stuff is unchanged because who the fuck would do anything with wood? You know what I mean? But yeah, anything up from iron has a black handle. I know you noticed it. Black handle, black handle. And the only one that doesn't have a black handle is gold stuff. And that's only because you're not really going to use the gold stuff. You're not going to use it, but the piglins will. So it makes sense for the wood on it to be like a consistent like reddish color. I don't know if you saw it, but it's like a reddish color. Hold on. But yeah, the handle's like a reddish color, and it has like a piece of brown on it, which is consistent with the leather texture. Which, by the way, shout out to Vanilla Tweaks, because brown leather, brown leather, and not brownish orange. I don't know why I still have that. Do I need it? No, I don't need it. I don't need it. Well, yeah, I don't need it. But yeah, everything that's leather, brown, so obviously big ones will probably do the same. Yeah, all of these random like tools and stuff, they're a part of the server, so don't worry about that. But yeah, gold armor. Of course, you know, you can see the texturing in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the texturing is kind of a bluish color, bluish green. And that's specifically because, you know, it's consistent with the horse armor. And of course I updated the texture for both item and the model for netherite horse armor. The only part of the texture I didn't change is the center. There I'm pointing at, so about, you know, like the middle, the orange part. That's the part I did not change, but everything else I just grayed it down. Yeah, and if you're wondering why the weapons and stuff are red, is mostly because I wanted a very distinct contrast between both the metal parts and the wood part. Obviously I could do what I did with these guys and just change the wood part and just have the have these part and have the red parts metal parts be grayscale, but I was like, at this point I was like, I would have to change these as well as the spear texture, so I was like, whatever, let's not do it. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, I'm actually very proud of the way the texture for the spear turned out, because I went. So there's general themings for each theme. These ones kind of like have a Nordic style to them. Diamond is kind of, because Diamond's more of a fantasy thing. So, but most of it's pretty much the same, minus the sword being different because it doesn't have like the little cross guard in it. So is gold, but gold's completely different. Iron, I went for a more medieval feel, and of course stone. Stone is just caveman nonsense. And of course I didn't want to change copper because copper has its own thing to where the more it's used, the more progressively oxidized it becomes. So for instance, if it's like half durability, it like has like a slight greenish color to it. You know what I mean? It's like a slight greenish color. It's like a slight greenish color. I know the crossbow, I need to do both the firework in the slot as well as the arrow slot for crossbows. I just need to pixely consistently make the crossbow texture consistent with those two. But other than that and the fishing rod, I think, are the only textures that I kind of changed. Because there's enough brown in the game anyways. The lodestone has directional textures on the sides. I did at one point retexture the blaze rod to make it pixely consistent with what a blaze looks like. So it's like, instead of it going like just orange straight, it's like it goes from like a darkish red to like an orange, if you catch what I mean. I need to retexture that apple texture because I don't like the brown parts. Yuck. Anyways, all of the dyes don't have the little palettes that come with them, and that came with the newest updates. Written books. Well, normal books, I need to redo them, but written books are black. Because I figured if you're going to spend the time to write in the book, I feel like you need to personalize it a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see the texture right here. Handle, it's black. And for diamond stuff, I wanted to go for a mix between Minecraft and real life, because in real life, diamonds are more clear, and they have like no color to them. But in Minecraft, they're very much blue. So I wanted to keep the blue texture, but also to make it so that way I just kind of muted the color. I kind of desaturated the color of the diamond stuff. Oh, and of course you could see the this is actually the more unique one out of all of them. So with iron, with every other armor, the pauldrons are not leather, and so they're just like the metal. So for every other armor, the pauldrons are the metal, but for iron, with this texture pack, by the way, if you recognize this texture pack, you are a real one. If you recognize this resource pack, you are a real one. But I modified it to where it fits with the leather horse armor, where it has a different color. And this is kind of a pseudo reference to Ender because the purple parts are, well, you know, they're purple, and most of his skin is purple. So, but I didn't want to just copy his skin 1-to-1 with the color palette, so I went for a more kind of a darker purple. And it's also on the yeah, you can see it on the you can see it right here, this part and this part. It's kind of a purplish color, and if I put it back on, the purple's right there as well. I think it looks super cool. I love it. Of course, majority of the armor isn't, you know. Let me get another example. So obviously I didn't retexture this except for the middle part, which was red, but I wanted it to contrast with the yellow, so I did kind of a greenish blue, like a teal or cyan color for the middle. And then of course Netherite has orange, so you can see it underneath the metal plate. You can see in the metal part. But yeah. That's what I did. Spryzy, I think that's what his name. Shout out to Spryzy. He did the modeling and stuff. The modeling, the texturing. I just changed some of the textures to better fit my and obviously he did the obviously the trims and stuff are all him. So, and yes, this armor pack is trimmable even in the base one. The one I have currently is an edited version that I just kind of edited to make sense with, and to be more consistent with the horse armor and stuff that I have. It is nighttime, but this looks gorgeous. But yeah, you guys can see how much I've lit up. I've gone as far as over there. I know I'm a little bit in there as well. But yeah, I need to update. I need to light up that area. What is it? I need to light up all this area, that part right there, and of course the tip of the arrow that I'm just making grow every single freaking day. Because I don't like the size of it. It was like pretty small when I did it last. But for the most part, a majority of the land on this is very different compared to what it looks like before. I don't know if anybody knows the seed, but if you go to the coordinates and if you go to these coordinates, if you find the seed and go specifically to these coordinates, you'll see that this area is very different compared to what it is now. Like, it's very different. Vastly different. Bastille is what you would say. Anyways. But yeah, for the most part, that's all I've that's what I've been doing for the last month or so. A majority of the time was just this and that. This was like there was no second story or even a roof on this for like 3 weeks, because there was like a 2-week period where I didn't play at all. I just kind of forgot that I was on this server. But it wasn't until like last month that I just decided to be like, you know what, let's play on this more and use it as like a way to challenge myself. Because again, I hadn't really done a whole lot in Minecraft by myself. I can't do anything in the end yet because the server hasn't opened up the end yet. Oh god, I hear a phantom. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Time to sleep. But yeah, I was using this as... Oh, I got up tired. I woke up way earlier than I thought I would. I'm using this server as a way for me to be independent in a way that I haven't been before. Because in Vivescraft, I'm just gonna go through the history real quick. So in Vivescraft, I started off solo, but then I had people join in on the server, not the server, the world when I was doing it. Like Series 1. This was back when I wasn't fully engulfed into computer play and stuff. I was just kind of doing it for shits and giggles, just to see, hey, let's see how far I can get into the game before I die. Then I started adding people, and we started progressing, and of course, being as the Nether update literally just came out when I started, I kind of wanted to get Netherite, and so, yeah. But yeah, most people got the Netherite and the trims and stuff for me. So, just, yeah. So, I didn't really have any, basis as to... I kind of lost my basis as to how I personally would play Minecraft on my own. Because majority of the time, I would make a mod pack, or I would go on to Bedrock and have the world be friends only, I guess, and people would join, etc., etc. But playing on my own over the past, I want to say, I don't know, 5 years has been kind of inconsistent for Minecraft for me, because the only time I would play is when I was on a server, or I made a modded pack that added a whole bunch of shit that wasn't vanilla, and I was just no, sorry. But this server has given me an opportunity to kind of reset myself in a way. It's kind of given me a way to reset myself in a way that I could just jump in, enjoy the time that I have, and not be, and just set my own goals. You know what I mean? It's kind of given me some amount of independency from having to rely on others to do things for me. No. And I know people are typing in-game chat, and I know they're saying stuff, and that's probably distracting to you guys, but I don't really care. I'm just kind of rambling off on stuff. But anyways, yeah, you guys can see, I could see really far. Up until a couple weeks ago, all of that was when I had not been able to see any of that. That is probably my closest neighbor. But unfortunately, they haven't been on in a while, so the next closest one is there. But they haven't been on in a while. So the closest one that was relatively active is that guy. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's torches and stuff over there. And he's, this is the guy I was talking about. Then there's the pillar. So the closest guy is this guy. He's digging out of the hole. That's kind of a running gag, that there's 4 or 5 holes being dug two of which are being done by a singular person. And there's another team that's building their own, like not that far from the original hole, which is this. This is the hole you guys saw on RTGAME stream, on RT's game, on RT's server, RT's stream about a month or so ago. I would say, as right at this point, it was last month. But yeah, some people are like, I want to say over here, doing another hole. I'm very proud of this. But yeah, people have been building a hole over there, and I've just been doing my thing. Out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Like, seriously, if you look at the Dynamap, which I know most people on the server are, but in case you are not aware, the most, literally around spawn is where it's the most active. Literally, I'm the only one here. I'm just gonna say it. I'm the only one in this area. Everyone either goes this way or they mostly go north. Me, nothing. Nada. Hey, it updated. Ooh, I don't like that. Where the texture is sideways. Ooh, I do not like that. What does this look like? Yeah, you guys can kind of see it right here. I don't like that texture. I don't like it. Ugh. It looks awful. But yeah, you guys can see a sort of top-down view. Yeah, this is Ender's area. Yeah, all of this is what I claimed, and I plan on claiming the rest of this mountain. But anyways, what? You and me, Gordon. Anyways, so I've just been just vibing on my own majority of the time. Because again, most people I don't know, they don't know me. They might see me as a person who'll be on here a couple months and then just dip. Nope, I'm on here for the long term. And I'm gonna do it regardless of what anybody says. I'm gonna be on here for a while. If I'm putting in the effort to build this much and more, I think I'm inclined for you to believe that I'm gonna be on a lot more. Anyways, let's actually get into the Minecraft aspect of this. So I think today I'm actually gonna do what I did with the portal. What I want to do with the portal. And it involves, I believe, this wood and these leaves. I am going to do what I did with Minecraft a couple of years ago, back when Vasteel was still on the server, and I'm going to build a bonsai tree in the middle. And I'm going to put both the nether portal, and because the server has 2 survival worlds, the second one being an amplified world survival, I'm gonna put the portal one on this side and the amplified one on this side. So the first thing I need to do is just remove the portal. I need to get dirt first, so that way I can So that way I can properly make the area clean enough that I can just plop all the shit. Dirt chest is right here. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm just gonna get a stack. Stack of 64. I'm just gonna take it over here. And yes, I'm gonna do this throughout the night. Not IRL night, but doing this. I don't know why I made it so huge. I just wanted, again, vanity. I'm kind of... What's the word? I don't know. Obviously, I don't think moving my portal like maybe like 2 or 3 blocks where it is right now shouldn't be too much of a hassle, considering in the Nether, if you move 1 block, it's like 8 in the overworld. So I don't think it matters. As long as it's all within the same area, I'm good. Now, time for the part I've been not wanting to worry about. And it's getting these ones. Okay. Oh, I did it again. Game? Okay. Did it again. All right. Now we have a clean slate. Clean slate for me to use for my little bonsai tree. Well, I have a torch in my offhand. The phantoms won't go after me. Okay. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Okay. Got a clean slate that I can use for the bonsai tree. For the kind of a cherry bonsai tree. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but with the 1.20 update, it added the cherry grove. And for Minecraft, Sir Archer, made it so that way the stripped dark oak went crazy. We don't need the stripped version. Hold up. Oh my god. Ugh. Huh, that made the same amount. We'll get the stack of 60 first. So, I think today, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna build this tree. I'm just gonna do it. I don't know if you guys know this, but most of my building is freestyled. My type of building is see what's there and then wing it. This tree was not planned up until I found out about the amplified portals and how it's like the Nether, and how if you have a portal in the overworld, it's going to translate to somewhere in the amplified world. I don't know if it's 1-to-1 or if it's like 8-to-1 or something. I don't know. Regardless, or rather 1-to-8. I don't know. Regardless, we are going to build this today. So let's see. How do I want this to look? So do we do like a little curve? We have it curve and have all of the branches go up here. And we have like a branch go out. Do we want it to snake up? I'm trying to think of how I'm going to approach this. Because my nether portal is completely disabled. It's disabled until I finish the tree. It's disabled until I finish the tree. Let's do what I did in Minecraft. And let's just have it kind of snake up like this. If you guys catch my drift. Now I know organics aren't something that I work on. Nope. Actually, that's just gonna bother me. I need some way to make it look like, well, I know I could do this. Have the tree roots embed into the middle. I can just do that. Because I did this for Minecraft. I think that looks pretty good. Granted, it's not the best. But for the most part, it gets the job done. Didn't want to do that block, but sure, go right ahead. I think that looks pretty good so far. What you guys think? Oh. What you guys think? I know it doesn't look like much now, but when it's finished, you're gonna think, wow. Okay, branches. We need branches that come off like this. And then come down here, pick up these blocks, even though I know I have like an hour to pick them up, but it's fine, it's no worries. It's not a problem, because at least it shouldn't be. Come on. No, okay, so we're gonna do it this way. And just for shits and gigs, we'll do this one too. Okay. So we got that. Oh, and just so you guys know, I plan on doing sort of a I plan on doing this same thing for a leafless white tree over there on top of the arrow point. I think that looks pretty good. Now we can just take the leaves, fucking slather them everywhere. The amount of leaves I got from like a couple of trees is crazy. Again, shout out to Vanilla Tweaks, because I would not have the bushy leaves without this. Just use the dirt. Didn't want to use that. Again, it doesn't look like much now. But when I'm done... it's gonna look great. Things I do for organic stuff. The drug I like. I gotta do the backside. Which is how I'm gonna get back up. It needs to be thick and chunky, because leaves like to spread out. Well, shit. Congratulations, team, you did it. We fucked up. Just need to get this side, man. Green door. So again, the aesthetic I'm going for is okay. This might give us something. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. That works. I like that. We could just do that. Oh, hell yeah. That looks great. We could do better on this side, though. Instead of it being so flat, we'll make it a little bit more rounded. Yeah, there we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, see? That doesn't look too bad. I like that. And yes, I'm going to add more of these later on while I'm building the livable area. That's what I'm calling it. Damn fly. Yeah. And I think we're going to keep we're going to have nope, I need you. Alright, we're gonna do this one more time. So we're going to have... This will be the amplified portal. And... Didn't want to put that there, but okay. Just talking about that. Okay, so this will be for the nether portal. Okay. Just so you can really sell the idea that the roots are deep. And then, if I get basalt, normal basalt, not like pillar salt or anything, basalt. Come on. Which I have here. Here we go. It's more like a mushroom. I need to fix that. From afar, it looks like a mushroom. Oh, that's gonna annoy the hell out of me. Hold up. So now if we do this, that gets us that, and we get that. There we go. Now both the amp portal and the nether portal are complete. Haha. And now we can pick up these torches. Let's just put you right there. And And bada bing, bada boom. Perfect. Now... This part I'm gonna fix right now. Oh my god, not again. Here we go. There we go. Off-center and everything. The off-centeredness really sells the idea. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. I am content with that. So now that we've got that done, sorry, I had to stretch a little bit. Ugh. I literally just realized you guys couldn't see everything. Oh. But anyways, yeah. That is the tree. I like it. It looks nice. Because again, not everything in nature is not everything in nature has symmetry to it. And I think what I can do so there's some amount of... Yeah, there we go. Well. Alright, now this is just getting silly. Yeah, you know what? That works. There we go. Mostly just sells micro blocks. Oh, and dark oak wood. Okay. I mean, not really... It's not really like I can, get these blocks already. But yeah. And considering there's an entire tree of it right behind you. One of the llamas just went into the amplified world. Crazy. Anyways, yeah, look at that. I like it. I like it. It looks good. That's what I was going for. The next thing I can do is possibly... Oh boy. Gotta restart. I had to restart the game. So what are you guys doing today? I'm doing good for the most part. Just trying to, you know, do stuff. Gal Farfetched. What? Oh, Galarian Farfetched. I was like, what? Boop. Blammo. I'm back in. We'll place you guys back. We'll put you in there. Do I have particles on? They all should show up. problem. Now that the particles show up. Do the tree particles show up? Yes, they do. Yay, that's what I was going for. Frames are still looking pretty good. So I think it was... At some point, I added the vanilla tweak stuff, and the problem was my frame started chugging heavily when I had 3D items stuff. So I was like, what if I just remove that? What if I just turn off particles? Will that work? Yeah. That's good. So now you guys... So now you guys get to see it in all of its glory with the particles on. And by God, does it look good. Oh. I don't know why I don't know why I'm yawning so much, because holy shit. Well, yeah. It looks pretty good. God, it looks good. Anyways. Another thing... I mean, I could do more of the ruins. But I think I've got a good fundamental baseline down right now. And I don't really want to place dirt over there, because that's going to be tedious on you guys. What could I do? Oh. Jesus Christ, crispy dinner. Why am I yawning so much? I guess I could show you guys another highway. I had a boat that I accidentally chucked into lava last night. I had a pale boat. I had a pale oak boat. Now I gotta use a normal oak boat. No, I'm not in there. Obsidian's right there. Dirt's right there. Okay. How's this looking? Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. What you guys think? Gorgeous. If I enter here, puts me through here. Yeah, I was not kidding. I was not kidding when I said I spawned in another fortress. I mean, to be fair, somebody's already been here. And they've kind of looted the place, but thankfully, chests still spawn stuff in them on the server, so that's good. Oh, I need to set up buttons and stuff for my little track, my little way out here. I spawned in a basalt delta, which I do love basalt deltas, but the biggest issue is so much lava. And plus, most of the server is like basalt. That's like one right there, 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 and 2 right down at the bottom. Like, come on. Yeah, just so you guys can see, I'm not kidding. This is a basalt delta. Yeah, I didn't build this. People on the server built this. It's very elaborate in a lot of parts. They've got little signs up that tells you everywhere and certain people's bases and stuff. I'm not very good with boats. I didn't want to go into the Nether because, well, when I first started, I didn't want to go into the Nether because I wanted to experience the highway firsthand without any sort of help. Also, the first time around, I just wanted to just get to my area and just start cracking at it, taking a crack at it. This is spawn. I know RT's gonna go through this. I don't think anybody's gonna watch this before that happens, so... Oh well. Oh, somebody left their dog here. Probably pig boat or something. Anyways, yeah. That takes you to Nether. This is for Amplified. It says it right there. I've claimed some vouchers. Wait, can I claim any right now? Okay. Cool. Cool. But yeah, yeah, the middle part is still WIP. None of this was here when I was here at first. There's a casino. Nobody showed this to Duck. He doesn't love gambling. He totally would not go here, because he's not a very avid fan of gambling. Yeah, you can see all the shops people have built. Some of them got art. Some of them are just enchants. I just got... Oh, but they have mending, but it's out. Crazy. Huh. Might come back here. Oh, for diamonds, meh. Well, I don't know. Our Lord and Savior. Anyways. Yeah, some of the shops are pretty elaborate. They have their own... They have their own little vouchers. I don't get this trade. 1,000 1,000 block voucher for 1,000 block voucher. I mean, okay, I don't get it, but okay. you get 1,000 for giving them 1,000. This guy's selling chairs. We got the walls. We got the stuff. Free. Free. Open. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too in depth into this. You guys are probably gonna see it when he streams this part. Whenever he streams the server. He does mostly the build server, and that most people don't go into that. I don't know if this is gonna get pushed to anybody. I don't even know how many people are watching. It could literally be nobody, but I don't care. Shulker access. You liar, there's no shulker here. You liar, there's no shulker here. What are you talking about? There's no shulker. What are you talking about? You got like a little cafe over here, you know? Little shindig. This is the part everybody sees. You know? This part anybody who joins will see. But yeah. That's spawn. Going back in the portal. Got Flippy Yui. I visited most of the towns. In case you couldn't tell. I kind of want to get a town running for my stuff. This is my traveling boat. Why do you think there's a chest attached to it? Actually... I noticed on the Dynamap that I hadn't seen a large portion of Marginalia. Sorry, excuse me. Marginalia. Right? Is that how you say that? Marginalia? I don't know. I don't know. Population. 3. There was a big chunk of Marginalia I haven't seen. We're gonna explore it a lot more. So we go up here. I think it was night. Yeah, here we go. It's daytime now. Oh. Guess we can open that door. Let's see. Is it up here? Yes, it actually is this area. Cool. So I think this is still WIP. Oh boy. Pretty cool moat. Moat. It's good. It's good. Hey, Val. Yeah, it's still WIP. It's a fox. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's see. Is there anything else in Margentalia I haven't seen? I mean, for the most part, that's like the only notable part. Hey, Ian's online. Yo. Might be too rude to like announce, hey, I'm streaming in the chat, you know what I mean? I just don't want to do that. Although it would get more viewership. But sadly I'm irrelevant, so I really don't want to do it. I'm not relevant enough. If you catch what I mean, I'm not relevant enough. Villagers not welcome. Huh. I wonder why. This is actually kind of scenic, not gonna lie. Little pillager outpost in the middle of a lake. Like that? Crazy. Actually looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Looks pretty cool. Community notice board. Yeah, this is just the main, the front. Of course, amplified portal. Amplified nether, you know. Why is it not on both sides? Huh. Curious. Very curious. So anyways, that's that. I don't like portals that don't line up correctly. Huh? Yeah, a majority of people's bases I have not seen, like, for the most part. Because there's some places Fremguin. Because there's some places that I feel like I don't belong there because it's not my area. Why should I be there? Hole 2. Yeah, like, see, there's just people just like, you know, they have like portals attached to their stuff. And like, obviously I'm one of those people. Yeah, like, my portal area kind of sneaks up on you. Because my portal's right behind Fatal. Shout out to Fatal Void. Had a birthday on Sunday. And of course, my area. I eventually want to do 2 portals. One that's for me and Ender. Well, ours is just the Blackheart Citadel. It's gonna be for the Blackheart Citadel, And the other one's going to be for Saint Shinagawa. Or is it Shinagawa? I don't know. Either way, I wanted to do 2. Have this one be for the Blackheart Citadel and have one like right here be specifically for the build area outside of my base. Outside of my mountain. Specifically that part out there. Outside of my area. Also, I can now claim 2,000 blocks. So, for the newbies, I'm going to show you how to do it. What do you need? Good old-fashioned wooden shovel. Again, wouldn't use it for any other thing. Except for this. Except for what I'm about to do. So you take a shovel. Boop. Shows you the claim you're in. You can take a corner, like for example, this one, and you can take it, say, all the way over here, and boom, you got it. And let's see. I do not remember where the corner for this part is, so we're gonna take this bad boy. Show me exactly where I'm going. So it's about right here? Nope. Right here? Nope. I'm too far. So if I take it, right here? Yeah, there we go. See? And now you can watch in real time as the map updates. Come on. Well, this part should go up, basically, is what it should do. I think if I put the shovel away... Oh. It literally just did it. But yeah, in real time, you can see it update and shit. So another part I want to update is the longer bit that I have stretching out right here. And it goes all the way. I know the portal room is nowhere near that. But actually, I think that's good. And in real time, it just updated anyways. But yeah, you can update claims and all that shit. Claim is too far away. You need 8 more blocks. But anyways, that's the claiming system. I think it's pretty good. I like it. It's based off of this other claiming system that's available, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. I totally forgot about it. Regardless, though, I just claimed that whole chunk. But yeah. Now I just need to claim. Oop. That also happens on the server sometimes. Anyways, like once or twice a day. Anyways, so with what I claimed, I need to claim all of this, from what I've already built. And eventually, when I have enough, just claim the rest of the mountain. I think I might build stuff right here, but this is going to be too steep that I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be easier for me to just go right up against the side and just build across. So that way the 5 up, 1 over 5 up part of the foundation can just like be right up against the mountain, so I don't have to do that much building. It's kind of the idea I have going right now. But yeah, that's currently what we've got going on over here. Again, if you're on the server regularly and you're somehow watching this in some shape or form, yeah. Hi. Hello. For some of you guys, I can see you. Some of you guys, I can see you. Not all of you, but I can. Also, I'm looking for the leaders of Depths, Benadryl, Marginalia, the Petal Collective, Calcite Rivers. What's the other one? Petal Collective, Calcite Rivers, Marginalia, Benadryl, the Depths, and Furry Town. I want you guys to build something around the area of my base. Call to action, but not in a negative way, more like a positive way. I want to get the Blackheart Citadel and fuck it, I'm calling it St. Augustine. St. Augustine on the map. Because there's this huge chunk of land that nobody's building anything on. Because, like, yeah, there's like nothing. There's nothing over here. So, you guys are free to build whatever the hell you want around my mountain. I do ask that you please keep that part the same, because there's a very large open-air aquifer right there, and I think it'd be a pretty great point of interest that we can build something there. If by some miracle you're watching, contact me. I want to get this up and running. I want to get the area around my build up and running. I'm kinda... Like, I'm gonna be honest here, I'm kinda scared. I'm kinda scared to contact people. I don't want to be bothersome. I don't want people to bother me. I don't want it to seem like I'm bothering them. I need a lot of dirt. Not a dirt. I need a lot of sand for me to do my greenhouses. I plan on doing like 4 to 6 greenhouses in this area. This little middle section right here. They're going to be very large because I kind of miscalculated how big they were going to be. I thought it was just going to be like, oh yeah, 9 blocks. 9 blocks for each one, and then we'd be good. But nope. Yeah. Nope. Zoop. Huh. Somebody is playing on Xbox. Crazy. Boonus boys playing on Xbox. Yeah, most people on the server use Fabric, or they're on the Windows version. Windows, regular Java, or Windows. I have normal Java, Fabric, Forge. Yeah. But yeah. I know for the most part, there's already 2 southern settlement / towns that exist already, but they're like relatively close by to each other. Like, they're like maybe They're like maybe 1,000 blocks away from each other. And Margentalia and Calcite Rivers are like maybe 100 or so blocks away from each other. So, you know, also Furry Town is like right next to spawn. And the depths is like not that far away from Furry Town. The only one that's like the farthest away is Benadryl. And I haven't been there in a while. I haven't been to Benadryl in a hot minute. But yeah. Oh. Yeah, sometimes I like to just stand on one of the corners and just look out. Because it looks so cool. How much area I've covered. Haven't visited that thing yet. I don't even know where it is. Isn't it like... It's like right here. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been over there. There's like a giant bridge. They're like within earshot of Calcite Rivers. They're pretty close to each other. So I'm pretty sure Calcite Rivers is... That's not Calcite Rivers, is it? Pedal Collective's right there. And that's the Celebration Chronicles. So that has to be Benadryl, right? Oh shit. It probably is. Oh fuck. I didn't realize how far away I could look. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh boy. Yeah. Darn, I did not know that. Yeah. Woohoo. That's great. That's great. Don't you just love that? I may have gone a little too far in some places. May have gone a little too far in some places. As the famous words of George Lucas. Yeah, I might have gone a little too far in some places. Also, I haven't been into the AMP world that much on my side, in my portal. I don't know what it looks like. I guess I could go there now just to see. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go. Come on. We're gonna do some exploring today. We're gonna do some exploring today, Sonny. We're gonna do some exploring. Yeehaw, Chucklefucks. Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is where I was in first. I'm pretty sure this is Furry Town. This is the Furry Town area. I'm pretty sure that's the portal right there. I could be wrong, though. It's just like 3 dots. Crazy. I don't like it here. It's scary. It's raining. There are dark places. I just want to go. I know you guys wanted adventure, but I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm going back to the normal world. I'm going back to the normal survivor world. That shit was scary. I bought that shit with Cole's cash. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. Wee. Oh. This is like ADHD. ADHD simulator in Minecraft. Aha, wee. Aha, haha, looks great, don't it? Yeah. Why is there a fucking warden? Why is there a fucking warden? They pacified the city. It's supposed to be pacified, yeah. Anyways, where did I put my tough? Tough blocks. Tough blocks. There we go. Let's grab 3 of them. Use the chiseled stuff. All is well. Yes, all is well. I think we'll just do the top bit today. Today, Junior. Nope, I don't need you. All right, now if we come over here, we do this. Nope. Okay, that should give us the top portion that we need. Yeah, there were a lot of shit has happened over the past couple days in the server. Ian Games lost their stuff in the Origins, in the Celebration Chronicles. It turns out he just forgot about some of his stuff. It's been a rough couple of days. So you drop onto solid blocks. Fuck her right in the... Anyways. Daytime. We're gonna wait for daytime. Let's see here. We'll wait for daytime. Some people can't stand the fast forwarding to daytime. We will pause that. Oh, Ian Games let spawn. Lovely. Oh, they're new. Haven't seen them before. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but this is hole 2. They are progressing. Very steadily, they are progressing. Here's me and Ender's area. A little tiny area right here. But yeah, again, going back to the call to action. Anybody who is new, or any of the member of Pedal Collective, Calisai Rivers, Marginalia, Benadryl, Furry Town, or the Depths, if you wanna build around me, not on the mountain, of course, but around me, you can do so. You are free to build in this area beyond this little mountain, and of course the mountain I'm on. All of this area, and all of this area are off limits, but everywhere else, you are free to build around me. You are free to do that. It is acceptable for you to build around my area. We will watch the sunrise as well. It's so gorgeous. I love it. God, it looks so good. Especially with the cubic sun and moon mod I have on. It just changes the texture of the sun and the moon. So where instead of it just being like a square, it's like a cube. It's like 3 sides of a cube. And it looks good. I love it. God, it looks so good. Anyways, the sun's out. Time for us to build some more. We will come over here. Oh, Actually, let's go this way. All the way down here. Plop. Plop. And let's get cracking. Actually, I was planning on doing that. Cool beans. Oh god. Here we go. Here we go. Do. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Out of the way. I really need to remove that. I don't know why I even thought of adding it. The Pokemon game that keeps popping up in chat. Okay. We made it that far. And again, I have a lot of tough. But being on the safe side, I am just... Okay, so this is 3. And this is 4. Which means this starts a new layer. That goes again. It goes 1 out, 5 down, 1 out, 5 down, 1 out, 5 down. Dinner's smelling so good right now, not gonna lie. Okay. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Which means, once again, I'm using what I learned for the same season that Vestial was on Minecraft as a stepping off point for this here build. And I think we're out of tough bricks, so we're gonna go make some more. Well, I could finish up that. I don't want to. It's gonna be very hard for me to make more if I don't know how many I need. Yeah, I've done this side. You could see it. Yeah, you got it. You guys get it. You guys get it. You're not stupid. At least I hope you're not stupid. Shouldn't be stupid. I mean, if you're watching me, you shouldn't be stupid. I mean, you're smart enough to start watching me. So that's a good thing. Yeah, you need to, like, the ratio is, like, pretty high for you to have normal tough bricks and the chiseled variant. The ratio is very staggering, I will say. Okay, yeah. We got it. We're good. We got it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. I know I'm being kind of a perfectionist about this, but I could care less. Ow. Dumb bitch. Get over here. Get over here, fucker. Made me fuck up the placement. Anyways, back to this. So then it's right there. And we come over here, we're just gonna, you know, mine all this out. Because it's gonna be going anyways. How's that look over here? You know what? That's exactly what I'm going for. That looks good. Yeah. Doesn't take up a whole lot of space. I like it. And it's very much right up against the side. Right now, it's only, what, 4 blocks wide? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, it's like 4 blocks wide. So it just kind of adds, like, 4 more layers to the outside of my area. Yeah, you can kind of see it right here. That's just that part. Wait until we get over here. Yeah. This part's gonna be fun. I know it's gonna be fun. Just to give you guys a little sampling of what I have to deal with on this side. Unlit mountain, TBH, I don't think I need to do the corners. I'll do the top portion, but not like everywhere else. Pretty sure I had to do this on Minecraft, and I still didn't finish it. The base foundation was like the hardest part of the whole fucking process. And I know people aren't gonna fucking see this part. But honestly, I just want to keep consistency. You know what I mean, guys? Yeah, this is just a sample of what I'm gonna have to deal with. Because for the most part, it's kinda meh. And it's not like I could just build down and go up. I legit have to start from top to bottom. Because I don't know how far out it's gonna go this way. So it's literally just how it's gonna take a lot. I know that. I'll just stay right here. I'll just stay right here until the sun rises. Because falling off the cliff and running past all the mobs is not gonna be. It's not gonna be a very beneficial thing for me. I'll tell you that. I'm kind of glad they added these tough blocks, because I definitely would have not been able to do this. So like this is just a small portion. And look how steep. Look how out and steep this is gonna go. Like, bah, it's crazy. I will tell you that. It's crazy. And I know the side that the Dynamap shows when you're in... Hold on. I know the side the Dynamap shows. If you go into 3D mode, I know it's gonna be a fucking hot minute until I get over this side, until I get here, because I'm gonna need a lot of tough. Like, a lot of tough. Like, several trips to the mine, and like several trips to fixing my pickaxe. This is going to take a while. This part's going to take a while. This part might be super easy because, you know, like the mountain's like really close to the edge and it's like et cetera, and of course this part right here, you don't really have to dig down that far. I could go like maybe 2 or 3 blocks down and it basically functionally the same way. Heck, I could probably even have Ender build something right here, you know, just to make it look appealing enough on this side. Or I could build something right there. Or I could build something right there. Either way, this part is gonna look the weirdest. Also, I don't even want to go anywhere near this the point, because I know for a fact I have a plan there, and the plan that I have going right now potentially it might do stuff. I don't know. Whoa. Aha, Mr. Skellymans, how's it going? Oh, shit. But yeah, I either have to... Okay, so I just thought of this. I either have to build to that area like build around like the foundation to that area, or I would literally have to do top down. That's literally the options I have when it comes to building this. Those are my only two options. I either build around to it, or I just build top down. Now, if there was a way for me to show you like a 3D perspective, I would do that, but I can't, because the only way I could possibly think of doing that is free cam, but that's kind of a no-no on this server. It's kind of a no-no on this server. So it kind of functionally limits me to how much perspective I can show you guys. Because again, I have no fucking clue how this is gonna look. From the portions of that I've already done, it looks good. We need to do 3 of these, and the rest of these. And the rest of these could be normal bricks. Well, actually, let's do one more of the chisel, just in case. One more of the chisel. I might put a poll somewhere. I might make it so that way people on the server can vote, and then I might do a poll, because I want to do 3 polls. The first poll I did for my friends. I already did one poll. The one poll was for what block palette I will use for the base, which is this, and I did it with the Momos on the Momo Guild. They chose tough, so they drive a hard bargain. We're gonna do tough. We did tough. We're doing tough right now. I'm doing another one for the lights of my base, because again, it's a Japanese themed palace on top of Scottish/English ruins. And so obviously the light portion is going to be, I think, for the server. And then for my community, I'm going to do the blocks that I'm going to put in front of the point. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? This. Now, I would dig out this part, but that would be too much hassle on my end. So I'm not going to. Because I think it would be a waste of time and resources for me to do so. I will, however, cover up this. is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 5. So we're gonna do this one more time. Perfect. So now think of it as like this. Think of it as like it's embedded into the mountain, and all of this dirt has just been accumulated over the years of the base not being, of the ruins not being in use. Think of it as that. It once stood proud, tall, and mighty. And now the mountains and now erosion and stuff is starting to reclaim it. But in the lore of the server, I and my crew, aka me and Ender, and whoever else decides to join in on this little escapade on this build, i.e. all the people that start to build around my base. Well, okay, so the lore is I was tasked with uncovering the ruins, as well as to make something make it look better than it did before. And being as I only know like 1 or 2 building styles, which are kind of very square castles or Japanese themed, I decided to just smash them together. Nope, we do not need you there. But thanks for trying. Yeah, you can start to see how tall this is gonna be. Oh, shit. Hope I grabbed that, because I'm not getting it back. And go down. Okay. Oh, not that. Okay, not getting that back now. Yeah, just to freshly put you guys into perspective. That's way far down. I'm probably gonna die. If I were to fall down that way. I would be losing a huge chunk of health. Okay, there's that one. Yeah, this should really tell you guys exactly how tall this is going to be. Okay, perfect. And now we come over here. Dig all that out. This is 1, 2, so we're at 4. This would be, let's grab this block. This would be 5 and new row. One out, way too much. Okay, I'm not getting that back now. Well, actually, I'll just grab it now. While there is still light out. Yep. And we go up. Come over here. grab that. Oh, I gotta run all the way over here. Go this way. Yeah, it's gonna be this. I don't want to have this be the stream the entire time. I wanted to do a portion on camera. Just to show people, hey, this is actually in survival. I can't change my game mode. Etc., you know? Now we're gonna go all the way over here. And we're gonna go all the way back over there. Shift. And like 1, 2. Okay, so that covers that. Now the map, the Dynamap gets updated pretty regularly. Not like enough that, oh, every change I make gets automatically added to the map. Like, no, that only works for the claims because it's invisible. You don't see the claims. The only way you could see them is if you have a stick or a shovel. And unfortunately, with the shovel, you only use it to edit the, and see, look, I was like 3 away. Come on. There we go. Now again. Steep. And again, I could have lessened the blow by having these not jut out as dramatically as they do. But at this point, I was already committed to doing this. I just like, nah, I don't want to worry about editing this more. Yeah, that's the entire top portion of that corner of this entire side done. But we still got the layers to do. The layers underneath to do. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's gonna get really far, especially in these areas over here, because they are really high up, like instant death high up. You know what I mean? Instant death. I'm not even kidding. Instant death if I fall. Yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting, I want to complain about some things. Well, I'm not complaining. I just want to rant about it a little bit. I do kind of miss the days of when I played DPO. Because I had people, I had engagement. Things were going great. Now it's just kind of meh. But honestly, DPO kind of fell off after like I want to say May of 2022. It kind of fell off. Don't even have toxicology anymore. That was like one of the that was like the most fun game mode of DPO, of Deep.io. You know? I know some of my viewers from that time remember. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun playing with others. And there were a lot of times between January and now that I was like, I really should stream right now. Heck, I even joked to the Momos that I'm gonna stream on April 1st, and I never did. Well, I said I'm not going to, and then them thinking I was going to, I pulled a fast one on them by actually not streaming that day. Yeah. So now if I do this... Really? Oh, come on. Now I have to go all the way back. I just need to grab like a bunch and just go ham. I have a lot of tough, to be honest. I have a lot. I think I have like a chest and a half. Most of it was used for just this portion. And that. Literally just the side I've been working on has definitely nuked that pretty significantly, I would say. Let's see. It's this one. Yep. I gotta go back and I gotta do all this. Nope, we're not doing slabs, not today. Now we gotta walk all the way back. All the way back. All the way back. While it's raining. We gotta walk, we gotta do this. I do have light blocks. I do have light blocks I could use, because they do spawn in chests and stuff. But unfortunately, I'm not that gifted. Sorry, I thought I got messages. See, there you go. Yep. Good. Fall off, break our ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, I hope this is far enough. Yes, it is. Thank fuck. And of course, as we get lower, let's see, it gives us that. So we go 2. That gives us that. Alright, now we're at a point to where I'm just guesstimating. So let's see, that's 1, this is 2, so this makes it 4, this would be 5, right? So now... Okay. Yeah, so we're at a point now that the sides are just getting so ridiculously big, it's not even funny. And like, it's very steep. Yeah, the reason why I'm using the chiseled stuff is because it breaks the mold of having to repeatedly look at regular bricks, or regular tough bricks, and shit. And again, we're just going down here. This gives us 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this makes 5. Then we come over here. Oh, too far. We went too far. Okay, yeah. We went too high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we went too high. Fuck. Shit. You know what? This is low enough. I could just... It's low enough that I could just build around it and just, you know, do fuck all. Take that. Oh, wait. I wanted that. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we go, Okay, it's lined up. Everything is perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. This portion right here is a perfect example of the butterfly effect. If you know what I'm talking about, yeah. One small thing can lead to something very big. That's kind of the gist of the butterfly effect. That makes it 4. This makes it 5, and we just... Yep. It's very funny that this ends literally on just going out by 1 block. Yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. Very steep. That's what it's gonna look like at a corner. Honestly, I like it. Looks pretty good. I love it. Now time to get back to an area that no mobs are gonna bother us. Or they're going to try and we're gonna just run away. And look, it's just one out. One out that way, but it's like very steep. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's going out pretty far. Now imagine if I did it with like 3 or 4 going down 3 or 4 and going out by 1. Oh boy. That's gonna suck. You do get a pretty nice view, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Well, I'm not getting that back. At least not yet. I'm not getting it back. I think we'll finish off this corner. We'll finish off this corner right now. Ooh. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall off for a sec. I was like, no. Ah, good thing I checked. Good thing I checked. Because now I need to go back to the storage area. We'll just finish off that part. We could possibly do something else. And then I could take a break, possibly for like say an hour or so. And then I could come back and like after I'm done eating dinner and stuff. Because I'm not like DSP and I'm not going to eat food in front of you. Oh, shit. Whip. I don't think we're going to need that much, to be honest. We're probably going to need a lot more of this than the chiseled. I think just in case We'll grab one more stack. We'll grab one more stack. Make it like... We'll make it like half chiseled, half tough. Make it half chiseled, half tough. And then we'll just wait for night. We'll wait for night to pass. Thank God for variable speed sleeping. Because the more people that sleep, faster time is gonna go by. I definitely need to remove the Pokemon community game. I could do that right now. Hold on. La da 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 da. Let's see here. Creator dashboard. Settings. Mod management. We have removed that. Okay. There we go. And look at that. Sunrise. God, it's still so beautiful. I can't wait until I've explored more of this part, as well as over here. Because this server is huge. Like, there are areas in the server that other people haven't gone to yet. You know what I mean? We're gonna run all the way back. $162 of the chiseled tough. 306 of that. So this is the part we were working on. You have no idea how many times I've had to place 3 blocks at once. It has been a real pain in the ass hearing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. You know what I mean? Okay. We have done that portion. We have done the top 2 layers. Now we can focus on this part. We can focus on the bottom layers. Excuse me, sir. And of course, we're gonna come in here. Gonna break those. Blop. Blop. And come down here once more. And do it all over again. God, these. flies have been a pain in the ass all month. That gives us 2. This is 4. And this is 5. Because, again, we want it to look like it's a part of the mountain and not that I'm just attaching a foundation to a mountain, if you catch what I'm meaning. I also didn't want to do anything too crazy, like, for instance, do like... Hold on. Get out of here. Damn fly. I didn't want to do anything too crazy, like go up 10 blocks and then, you know, down by 1. Go out 1 block and down by like 10. I realize that'll have been a little excessive. But now some people are probably thinking, well, this is a little excessive. And you'd be right, it is a little excessive. Well, that's the neat part. Not everything is up to your standards. Right? So what's stopping you from doing this? What's stopping you from doing the same thing I'm doing right now? And 2 more times. What? Really? Come on, man. Alright. Let's finish this last part. God damn it. We're like so close to being done. Like, look how much we need. Look how much is left. Like, that's crazy. Wow, Ian joining the depths. Crazy. Seems like more people are just joining the depths because it's like the only place that's like advertising their shit right now. I would advertise the hell out of St. Augustine, but you know. Ooh, I just thought of a tagline. St. Augustine, the place for builders. because they could build like an entirely medieval town that has some accents of Japanese to it, and I couldn't care less, and I wouldn't be able to care less because that would be the whole point of the map. I come under. And we go down here. Go down. Nope. Nope. There we go. And finally, last minute check. Did I pick up that block that I dropped earlier? Because otherwise, I am not coming down here again until I have to, in terms of lighting up the place. Alright, and sealed off. It is complete. The corner is complete. How long did that take? Like, maybe 45 minutes? Tops? Just to do that entire portion? And again, super far out. Now again, I could have done 6, but honestly, I don't give a shit. But yeah, that's what I'm working with. It's very much gonna be very steep, I would say. Yeah, I would have to work top down. They would have to go hand in hand, basically. Going top down and like to the point. I think I would have to do both for them to work. For it to work. You can call me whatever you want, but that's the aesthetic I'm going for. Call me crazy. And who knows? The under part might be a good place to put like a storage area or something. I don't know. Oh god, my mother's calling me. Hold up. BRB. Just calling me about dinner. She was just calling me about dinner. Anywho, back to this. So let's see. That was the chest? Yep. old pal. Seamus McFuck yourself. I don't have it. I don't have a lot of tough. Perhaps I should do some mining off camera and get a lot of tough. While I'm mining for diamonds, at least. Yeah, like I said, it's probably gonna take several fucking trips to just do the front portion of the foundation, because literally all of that, like maybe 45 to 50 minutes. Crazy. Can't wait to finish it and see how it looks on the Dynamap. Once it updates, at least. Oh boy. What is this? But yeah, we got that done. Yeah, I think to finish off the base, we would have to get like a lot of tough off camera, and I think I ran into like 4 or 5 tough clusters building my mine shaft, which is this. Hello, zombie. Yeah, that goes all the way down. Why -59? Because that is the quintessential place to get diamonds. Anybody who tells you otherwise is wrong. And not in a good kind of way. And I mean really wrong. About like 3.5 hours, I'd say. Yeah. Seems like a good stopping point. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good stopping point for this part of the stream. Oh no! Oh no! Is it even? I can't even tell. It probably is. Yeah. As the sun is rising, I'm gonna get you guys the be right back screen right now. But stop the stream. Come back in like hour and a half maybe. after making the final part of dinner and eating. But I think on that note, I will be back in an hour. See you in like an hour and a half, chat.